A majority of Canadians are saying this guy needs to take a hike. There may be an election coming this year, and this is the runner-up. A new poll has found that a majority of Canadians think it's time for Justin Trudeau to step down from his role as Liberal minister, the Prime Minister, and the leader of the Liberal Party. This poll was released on Sunday and also found that half of Canadians believe that there will be elections next year. This was written in December, so they're talking about this year, 2024. Happy New Year, everybody. We just passed over that. The poll was conducted by Ipsos for Global News, and it found that more than 2/3 of the citizens, or 69%, feel that Trudeau should resign. Hey, guess what? It keeps growing all the time. And I mean, you could only just look at the 338 poll data and it would tell you this. But hey, they keep running these polls. They keep finding out these same information that Trudeau's popularity is shrinking, as the economy has been going into recession. And well, the policies of the Liberal Party have really put everybody in a tough spot. Now, Chrystia Freeland's been asked about this because she's being shown as the only runner-up. Nobody else, people want anybody but Trudeau. Trudeau's polling last in the Liberal Party, but she's the only one that's kind of sitting on the top. What Canadians surveyed think about the timing of the next federal election? And Chrystia Freeland was asked this exactly.
You know, the Liberals are down in the polls, and Ipsos as recently as last week, published some numbers which said 72% of Canadians think that Justin Trudeau needs to step aside. Of the top three people who were named as possible successors, you came out on top alongside of Melanie Joly and Mark Carney. So would you like to lead the Liberal Party of Canada?
I am
sorry. She looks so confused, like all the time. She's always got this confused look on her face. Of course, she can't lead a country. I mean, we've all seen her performance as finance minister.
Would you like to lead the Liberal Party of Canada?
I am focused first and foremost on supporting Canadians right now. And you've just pointed out, people need our support. Canadians don't want us focused on ourselves. They want us focused on them. And I am also absolutely supporting our Prime Minister, who is leading our team, doing a really, really great job.
Can they win the next election with him as leader?
Absolutely. But I really have to tell you, Anne-Marie, and journalists never believe this, my focus isn't on the polls. My focus is on my neighbors. My focus is on the Canadians I meet when I travel across the country. My focus is on the great parishioners at Church of the Messiah who run the food bank every Wednesday. And my focus is on the people who are in line there in the cold. That's what, that's like, it sounds so kind of sappy, but truly.
Yes, it sounds sappy because you're on the board of trustees of the World Economic Forum. You wrote a book called Plutocrats: The Rise of the Super Rich and the Loss of everybody else. And it seems you've been helping it along. So yeah, when I say it sounds sappy, it does, because it's not true.
When you are put by your fellow Canadians in a position like mine, your job is to wake up every day and think, what are the problems people have, and what can I try to do today to make it better? That's what I focus on.
You've been an elected member of Parliament.
Make it better. How can she make it better? Well, she's been trying. She's been doing her best. She's even talked about what she could do for the climate, because she's trying to make that better too. Chrystia Freeland, this is coming out just January 3rd from the Toronto Sun, reportedly spends thousands on limos and taxis in the GTA. Why does this matter? Well, it matters because of what she said. Much of her claims about riding her bike and taking public transit, they're just BS. Absolutely. Access to Information record shows that Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland has been billing thousands of dollars for limousines and taxis in the GTA, according to Blacklock's reporter. Is she paying for them herself? No, not one iota. No thanks. No, she's billing you and me. This is what she's paying. This is what she's billing. Freeland billed $3,040 for limos and taxi rides, in addition to the $6,736 for separate trips by her official chauffeur. Not doubling on a bike. No, what happened to that bike ride? These expenses don't include 781 spent by Freeland on cars and drivers on the October 30th, 2021 United Nations Conference on Climate Change in Scotland. No. This is just the stuff that happened in the GTA. Freeland earlier said she led Canadians by example on climate change. And how did she do that? I think all of us are in this position of responsibility. We need to take a deep breath and ask ourselves, what did we do today? What we did today to fight climate change? Freeland testified last June 7th at the Senate National Finance Committee. What did I do today to be sure that we're doing the right thing for Canada? Blacklock's asked for the figures after Freeland said last July 27th she did not own a car and she used only carbon-friendly methods of travel through the Toronto area. Well, it turns out that's not true. That's absolutely not true. Just like all the stuff that comes out of the Liberal Party. And you don't believe me? Well, the polling is just showing just that. Northern Perspective tweeting this video out. It's not that often Trudeau is told the entire country hates him. This is one of those times. You can see their breakdown in their entire full video. Make sure to leave a link in the description for that.
You're not heading for a better year. 7 out of 10 Canadians want you to step down. There was a recent poll saying that Chrystia Freeland and Mark Carney were both more popular choices than you to lead the Liberal Party. People are being very clear that they don't like you.
They don't like you. It's very straightforward. I don't see the Liberal Party getting in anytime soon after Trudeau has made it his party. Of course not. But what's even funnier is go watch the video over at Northern Perspective. Again, I'll leave a link in the description down below, but they show the full graph. Freeland got 18% of that vote, but who beat Freeland? Well, there was two individuals that beat Freeland. Unsure and none of the above. That's right. People want none of these characters in office. They are sick of all of them. 24% of respondents said none of the above, and 19% people are that much more unsure than if they want Chrystia. This is the situation. You can't even make this up, folks. It's crazy. But here are the polls. This is from 338 Canada. Federal projection, if there was an election tomorrow, this is where we're sitting. It looks like we're going to have a conservative government. It's only a matter of time. And what is the NDP going to do? They're going to bury themselves even further by propping this government up when they don't need to. They could essentially become the official opposition moving forward if they were to beat the Liberals out. We don't even know if that might be the case, but hey, we'll see what happens moving forward. And moving forward we must, because Canada's not going to move forward without this happening. We have even energy companies awaiting Liberal election defeat before accepting emissions plan. This is an article from True North talking about, again, I've brought this up many times on the channel about regime uncertainty. It's this idea that investors don't want to put their money in where the government is unreliable in that region. If they see stuff like what's been going on with especially the energy sector over in anywhere in Canada, the energy sector, what's been happening, people do not want to invest in that, not with a government like the likes of Guilbeault and Trudeau doing what they do to our energy sector and to any other economy where people might want to invest. And we're talking even Canadians. We're not just talking about foreign investors. We're talking about Canadians taking their money, shipping it out to other countries to invest there. This is what we need to bring back home, bring it home. We need to have some investment here in Canada. But hey, let me know what you think. This is on the line here. Do you think Chrystia Freeland's going to be the next Prime Minister of Canada? I really don't think so, but it's a funny idea to think about. Actually, it's more scary than funny. Let's do over that. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next one. Keep on trucking.